What's going on, everybody? My name is Barba. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a little hybrid build, subclassing build. It's going to be 2 DK skill lines and 1 Nightblade skill line. I believe that I just found one of the best builds I've ever used in my life. It is actually so slept on. People message me all the time when I play BG. They're like, what the hell are you running? Because you can't die. And I just wither you away until you're dead. It's insane. More importantly, though, how about this amazing polymorph that I have? Absolutely fantastic, by the way. If you don't have it, you better go get it because it's in the store. Okay? The Pumpkin Spectre and also the Wraith of Crows. Both absolutely awesome, but the Pumpkin Spectre is one of the best skins I've freaking ever seen. Love it. But anyways, with that being said, so we are using 3 skill lines. Those 3 skill lines are Dragon, Draconic Power, Earthen Heart, and Siphoning. Yes, Siphoning. Absolutely fantastic. I will show you everything, but as always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's just get into it. So, in terms of stats, we do have some really nice beefy stats, and this build does have a ridiculous amount of sustain. I will tell you why. But we do have 27,000 magic, 34,500 health, 20,000 stamina, almost 1,200 recovery, 1,300 health recovery, and 600 stamina recovery. Of course, this is all before potions and before factoring in passives that restore me stuff, so yeah. Alright, in terms of crit, we have 25% crit, 3,300 spell and weapon damage, over 9,000 penetration before we apply the minor and major breach. And then in terms of resistances, we have 31 on the back bar, and 28 and 27 on the front with 1,800 crit resist. And then we're running the Atronach Mundus Stone because I need to get over the hump because we're using Sugar Skulls. And then, like I said, we're using Sugar Skulls. And we are a Dark Elf. Big fan of Dark Elf. Pretty dang good. Alright, so that is the stats again. One more time. Cool. Alright, so the gear. What are we running? So, on the back bar, we are using a bread and butter Dragonknight set, which is Daedric Trickery. If you don't know what Daedric Trickery does by now, you must have been living under a rock for the past 10 years. It's amazing, especially on a DK of any sort. Absolutely fantastic set on a DK. It just goes so well with their kit. So yeah, if you don't know what it does, it gives health, it gives stamina, it gives magic, and then when you deal damage, you gain 1 of 5 major random buffs. For 21 seconds every 9 seconds. So you can technically have like 2 up at a time. Almost 3, but not quite. So those are Expedition, Protection, Mending, Heroism, and Vitality, which is movement speed, damage mitigation, healing done, ultimate gain, and healing received. Now keep in mind, things like Mending and Vitality, they can stack. Right? Protection and Vitality can stack. Expedition and Heroism, they can all stack on top of each other. And so really, really good. In these days, most people are running an Ice Staff on the back bar or Sword and Board. I'm using an Ice Staff because we are a magic build, and we're using Defending on the Ice Staff as well. Ice Staff's really good because when you heavy attack, you get a big shield, and when you block, it actually costs magic instead of stamina. So we are using an Ice Staff. Really good. On the front bar, we're using a bit of a throwback set. Spinners. Okay, Spinners. If you're not familiar with Spinners, you better get familiar with it. Great set. It's no condition to it. There's nothing to it. It's a simple, straight to the point damage set. Really, really good. I mean, if you don't like spinners and you would like, I'm turning this off. I don't like spinners. That set sucks. Then go use something else. I don't care. Use whatever light armor set you want. Use Order's Wrath. Use Shattered Fate. Use whatever you want. I'm using spinners. I like the penetration. Sue me. So I'm using a lightning staff. I think that's the best option overall is a lightning staff, so that's what I'm using. With poison and sharpened on it. Spinners gives magic, spell and weapon damage, and then 3,300 penetration, which is really, really good. It's a lot of pen. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It just does damage. It's really good. All right, and then on the monster set, we're actually using Bloodspawn. Bloodspawn is actually ridiculous. So I had 31,000 resistance on the back bar. So one, it gives me some recovery for stamina, which is nice. And then when you take damage, you have a 6% chance to generate 13 ult and increase your physical and spell resistance by 3,600 for 5 seconds. And it also has no cooldown because it has a 5-second cooldown. So it'll last as long as the cooldown. The 6% chance, it's going to proc literally over and over. It's never going to not proc. Like, you're never going to go like a minute straight without procking it. You'll go like freaking literally like 7 seconds at the most, and it's going to proc, and especially because you're getting hit with dot damage, so any damage you take is going to proc it. It's going to go off like crazy, and yeah, you're going to always feel like this is up. It's amazing. It's also insanely good on a Dragonknight because Dragonnight's benefit so much from having ultimate that it's almost like a must. So like if I get like major heroism procking on Danger Trickery on top of this going, and then I'll show you another reason. It's absolutely insane. The ultimate gain on this build is absurd. Ultimate gain is absurd. So really, really good. Huge fan of Bloodspawn. I think it's one of the best. Amazing. And then again, Bloodspawn. And then on the spinners on the gloves, so we went 2 light, and then the rest are heavy. And then our monster set is the Saint and Seducer. If you never use Saint and Seducer, you're missing out. It's amazing. Why is it amazing? Well, you get an insane amount of buffs, right? So Danger Trickery gives you buffs. Well, this also gives you buffs. So pretty much every 10 seconds, you and then people within 12 meters of you get a buff and they get a debuff. So the combos are as follows. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options, which is really, really good. So you get Major Berserk, which is 10% damage, or they get damage, less damage done. You get your extra armor buff, and they get minor breached. You get crit damage, and they take more crit damage. You take less AoE damage, and they take extra damage. Or you get spell damage, and they lose spell damage. So it's a trade-off, right? So kind of like everything that you get, they get the opposite. Really, really good. And you don't really notice exactly what your stats are when this is up because, like, you can't just sit there and look. But the best ones for me is if you get the Major Courage one, you do a lot of damage. If you get Major Force, you're doing a crap ton of damage. If you get Major Berserk, you're doing a crap ton of damage, right? If you get Major Evasion, you're going to take a lot less damage. So it's really, really good. Super balanced set, like in terms of what it gives and what it doesn't give. It's a little OP maybe, but I think it's amazing. So yeah. And then we're getting spinners. Sorry, it's not gold. My gold one has Harmony on it, which is stupid. I have to transmute it, which I will. And then I have a 1 piece of Trainee for some health because Trainee is just a classic 1 piece. So that's the gear. Like I said, if you don't like spinners, sue me. I don't know what to tell you. All right, I like spinners. But as you can see, you have a ridiculous amount of ultimate gen. All right, so for the skills, the reason I'm talking about alt gen, there's a couple reasons. One, you get 13 alt every 5 seconds from Bloodspawn. You also have access to Major Heroism from Danger Trickery. And on top of that, you also have access to... Where is it? Sorry. Oh, no. I apologize. It's in there. I'm sorry. Alright, so you also get 22 ultimate every time you drink a potion. That's absurd. It's really, really good. And then the passes for this are just really nice. And here's more alt. So look, you get 22 alt for drinking a potion. And then you get 2 alt every 4 seconds on top of that. On top of Bloodspawn. On top of the Danger Trickery buff. So siphoning just gives so much ultimate gen. It's just awesome. And then you get a ton of max stats. 6% max stats is awesome. It's really, really good. You get a ton of healing from it. You just get a lot out of it. So, yeah. But anyways, in terms of the skills, these 3 actually synergize really, really well. The reason for that is the 22 alt, you do alt regen, and then of course you got your resource regen on Battle Roar. Alright, Battle Roar is one of the best passives in this game, no joke. You also get 3 alt every 6 seconds from this. But yeah, it's absolutely insane. I mean, you're getting a ton of resources back every time you alt, and you're essentially spamming your Dragon Leap on this build. I swear to God, it feels like that. So it's really, really, really good. I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's great. I have nothing bad to say at all. Alright, so in terms of skills, we have the susceptibility for the breach. We know that. I have Sap Essence for my armor buff. This is really good after doing a Dragon Leap. You just Dragon Leap and then spam this and you get a lot of kills. You can kind of nuke people with it. It actually hits a lot harder than people realize. It's kind of good. Also heals your teammates, which is sweet. If you really like the other version, because the other version gives you minor courage, you can use that as well. That's up to you. I just like this one because it's magic. Here we're using Shattering Rocks, one of the best CCs, if not the absolute best CC in the whole game. It stuns people, it's unblockable, it's undodgeable, and it heals you, which is crazy. Absolutely amazing. And then here we're using the Soul Burst skill. I actually grinded this out the other night for this because I thought it was going to be really good. It is good. I just don't... It's okay. Like, it's good because of how much it gives. Like, you cannot use it easily and just go use Crippling Grasp. Okay, overall, Crippling Grasp does a lot more damage to one person. And it also slows them, and it also immobilizes them, and it also ties more into your passive here, which is nice. It also kind of applies Overcharge, which is cool. But overall, Soul Burst or Magical Burst does more total damage because it does AoE damage, right? So it's doing damage around you, which is really, really nice. Also, it's much easier to land. You don't have to aim on anybody. You literally just press the button, and it hits everybody around you, which is sweet. On top of that, we also get our Major Prophecy, which makes a big difference. That puts our crit up 12%. So Magical Burst is great. Use any script you want. I didn't have access to the crit, so I was like, oh, let me throw the crit on there. That's why I did it. But if you don't like it, don't use it. I mean, it's that simple. So I like it, but, you know, use it if you want to. All right, here we're using Swallow's Soul as our spammable. Really, really, really good skill. I mean, it's just great, especially for this build. The reason for that is because if you don't know anything about siphoning, pretty much everything heals you. Right, so this heals you for 38% of the damage inflicted every 2 seconds. So if I can just hit something real quick, let's just do this. Right, so it does, this skill right now does 8,500, healing you for, let's just say 40% of the damage done. You're getting like a 4,000 heal, right? Let's see, 3,400, 3,400, 3,400. All right, and I get even more if I do this. 33. Oh, because I'm debuffed. But yeah, you get a ton. Right, so you get a lot of healing out of it. Really, really good. I love it. And then we're using Dragon Leap because Dragon Leap's freaking amazing. You could use the other version of Soul Siphon, Soul Tether, but Dragon Leap's one of the best skills in the whole game. I absolutely love it. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah. And then on the back bar, we got Volatile Armor for our buff. We have Resolving Vigor for a beautiful heal and our major or minor resolve. We have Siphoning Attacks, which buffs your recovery by 400, and you also get a heal every second you do damage, which is beautiful. You can also press the button to restore resources in exchange for health. And then you got Coagulating Blood, which is absolutely great. Some people use the Healing Burst thing. I like the Coag, one, because it has that 50% extra healing done, and then you get, I mean, and you look cool, so... But yeah, it's really good. And then last is Race Against Time for our Snare Immobilization and Major Expedition. Really good. And then last we're using Soul Siphon for the big fat heal. It's just pretty much a burst heal. I mean, it's just like the oh crap button. Again, if you don't want to use Dragon Leap, which there's really no reason you wouldn't, you could go and use this if you really want. But in terms of healing, like, we get a ton of healing out of this build. I mean, everything's slotted. It's just great. You get 6% healing right there. On top of that, you get more healing done with this. You get 9% healing done with that, which is beautiful. So that's 15% healing right there before you get anything from mending or vitality. It's just really good. I'm a big fan of this build. And in terms of CP, I'm not too into it, but you got Force of Nature, Master at Arms, Thaumaturge. You can do Receiving Blows. That's a Reading Blows, another good one. Big fan of that one as well. But, you know, I'd look up something online for CP. But yeah, guys, that is the build. I hope you really enjoyed it. It's a really fun build. And, yeah, let me know what you think down below. I'll add a little bit of gameplay at the end. And peace out, guys. See ya.
you